Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be doing some Delirium that's rotation ready. And I want to preface this a little bit, and I'll go into this a little bit more in the membership video later, but when we're doing rotation ready videos, there's a few things you need to know. One, we're going to be putting ourselves at a handicap against current decks because they're getting to use extra cards that we're not able to use. Two, the format, if you decide to build this, is going to be different in the future. So decisions we're making right now are for the meta game at hand, not what it's going to be in 3 weeks or whatever. And then finally, there's probably going to be cards from the new set that you'll want to add to this deck as well. So just because you're building it doesn't mean there will be no changes. Granted, all the cards will still be legal in the future, so you can feel free to craft them, but just saying that up front so you know that. But let's go ahead and talk about Delirium. So starting at the top, we are going to play Violent Urge, because this is one of the ways you can just steal games, giving something first strike. The +1, but it turns into double strike, and that's actually pretty damn good. Patchwork BC, obviously still going to be helping to fuel our graveyard. Seed of Hope doing the same. And Fear of Missing Out. So these are kind of like the key pieces that aren't going to change at all into the future. We do have some Summon Brynhildr. This is a way to get us access to extra cards. It counts as 2 card types, which is actually very good, so we love that. And you get to give something haste, which we obviously love in this type of deck. Playing a couple copies of Heritage Reclamation. I will say, though, we could probably cut these. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to. We're going to risk it. We're going to play no Heritage Reclamation. We're going to play an extra Keen-Eyed Curator, extra Keen-Eyed Curator, and an extra Seed of Hope, since it's a way to get another land, and we're not able to play Bushwhack anymore. We are going to play a couple copies of Overprotect, because it can save a creature, but also just give us Trample and +3/+3, which can be enough sometimes. We're going to have to play Beastie Beatdown again for not being able to play Bushwhack, but this is actually pretty good at giving us another fight spell and a couple of bonus on a creature, which is nice. Breakout to give something haste that we'll be getting off the top for sure. Also, by the way, Keen-Eyed Curator is making the cut because it removes stuff from graveyard for the most part, so we need something against those type of decks. Wildfire Worker Folk, obviously this is a card we love, getting the extra +1/+1 in haste. Tursa Light Shatter also has haste and can let us replay some of our cheap cards from the graveyard, which is nice. And Terra, Magical Adept, which can fill our graveyard for us. It's a 4/2. Also gives us a chance to get back like a Fear of Missing Out or Brynhildr, which is really nice. So sometimes you get a few extra value cards out of there. Late game, we can flip it to the backside and have a big creature if we absolutely need it. Also on the lands, I want to point out, we're not able to play 2 different sets of lands, multi-lands, but we do get Stomping Ground with the next set, so that kind of fills the void for what we need. And we're just going to play an extra set of Starting Town because that'll work for us for this type of deck. Now, watch this video, see how the games go. Again, remember that we're going to be playing against decks that aren't having the handicap of only playing future cards. But if the deck does well enough and it's what you like to play, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield. You can download this. They're a channel sponsor. You should host your decks there too. And if you're going to buy any cards, especially with Edge of Eternities coming up, save yourself some money, especially if you just spend a lot on Final Fantasy. Check out Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, DRAGN, and you'll save 5% on your whole order. For now, though, let's go see what Delirium looks like in the future. Man, going first here, huh? I guess we have 2 turns to draw land. I think we just risk it. If we just don't get a land, then we're just going to be wrecked anyway. Okay, there we go. That helps. What'd they set that on? Rabbit. Okay, good to know. We may have to fight some things. Actually, no may. We will have to fight some things. However, Burrow Guard is not one of the things we need to be concerned about fighting here. I do not believe, but don't think I want to set the hasty guys out there yet for them to just play like Sheltered by Ghosts. Let's attack. And if we can get an untapped land, we could fight something, then have Delirium. Yeah. Hop to it. Alright. Well, we could still trade at the moment. Well, I can't really risk it. We got to kill the bigger dude here. This sucks, but... is that just what we want to do here? Man, I do want to gamble with the Fear of Missing Out. Like, my top card's going to be a land, and I'm going to feel bad, but it's whatever. Didn't really want to risk it for the biscuit there. Finish. Cool. You up. Valley Quest Caller. That makes sense. I'd much rather kill Phineas here. Oh, and the top card was a land. We would have got there. Dang it. Sometimes, but you just never know. Alright. I would like to discard probably a Terra. That could be good for later. I think we're getting rid of Phineas here, though. Just double checking how I want to do it, but yeah, that's probably fine. Don't get me wrong, Valley Quest Caller is really good, but I think that's the correct way to go about things. And if they just play a second Quest Caller here, I guess we're trading a couple of creatures. So we've got a sorcery we could eat, and a land we could eat without disrupting ourselves too much. Actually, we can get a creature out of here, too. No, we already got a creature from them. So land, sorcery, and then have to decide if it's worth it to give up our Delirium. Ooh, case. Probably going to get Keen-Eyed Curator. Oh, they didn't? Why not? Was this like a Shelter by Ghost or something? No. Whoa, what happened? Well, that's weird. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, then. I guess we just go with Wicker Folk here. I feel like this is just one of those F it, we ball kind of situations, you know? Let's see what the opponent does. I ain't got a clue. I mean, they have something. Gains hexproof indestructible. Alright, yeah, sure. That's fine. We're not that concerned about that card. Like, it's tough, but whatever. Sure, you got it. Take your 1 trample. Actually, if I give it double strike, we would get... Hold on. We'd get 2 through because it gets an extra +1. Then we'd get 5, so that's 7, 8, 9. It's probably not worth it. Yeah, it's fine. I can also save it for defense that the opponent may not expect here as well. So I don't want to get too crazy. And if they go for it to try to trigger their case... What is that? Target creature you control gets +1/+. Alright, yeah, sure. You got it. I mean, this gives them extra blockers, though, which is actually kind of bad for us. But it's cool. Yep, you got it. And I can put another instant. I can only put instants in our yard. I guess I do need an instant anyway. Yeah, so that works. And that's all we're attacking with? Alright. So let's eat their sorcery. Let's go up to 14. Oh, a Wicker Folk, huh? So I've got to use 2 mana to get an instant and a land out of our graveyard. So if I take the land, I could maybe beat them. Or risk just losing on our turn. I think I have to take the land, though. I know I'm going to draw something that's going to change my mind entirely, but I feel like this is the way we could at least try to set up something. Well, it was going to be a tap land, so it's not as good anyway. If I Tursa, that doesn't allow me. Yeah. Alright, well. Kind of is what it is. Let's see what they block with. They might just block with a single thing, and that could give us a chance to do something silly. Oh. Oh, see, now this gets even more interesting because do we just want to take a bunch of creatures out on their side since we're not able to win? Because we could give this double strike, pick off 2 of those, make this a 7, get rid of both of these. Actually, man, okay. This ended up a bit better than I thought. Let's get rid of a land. Let's get rid of... I believe an instant is safe to take out of here at this point. Alright, so now we're a 9. Because we already have the 2 counters on it from earlier. So that's safe. And if I give this the extra striking, I think we get to do some big things here. Oh, wait. We would have still double strike past these if I'd have put it on here. No! Oh, I just threw the game. Well, I can't say I threw the game, but definitely didn't do myself any favors here. But didn't matter anyway. I wasn't thinking about the extra +1, which would have been 10, trample over the 4 for 6, and then would have got 10 more in. I just missed the extra point. I was like, oh no, we would have exactly killed them. But ended up not mattering anyway. We wiped their board out, and that was enough. Let's keep it. And pass. Oh gosh, silly Llanowar Elves. Well, we know where this is going. These days on ladder, it's like Tifas or nothing, so I'll just take this. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to go ahead and play this. No, they are not playing Tifas. This is just like a Golgari pile. Cool. Fenrir. Well, you're going to have 5 mana going into next turn, assuming you have a land in hand. What does that do for us? I have no idea. Let's go ahead and try this. Well, oh wait, if I take Brynhildr, do we still have, let's see, land, instant, creature, artifact? Yes. Not that it matters, because we're just kind of trading here, but probably still worth it. Sure, you got it. I also don't know why I didn't just play Starting Town as that last land. A little bit of a lazy play there. Which does make a difference, because now I can't play 2 things on this turn. Alright, Llanowar Elf into Garcy Revenant, sure. Well, that's a thing we can still play, so I guess that's fine. I'll trade this for a Garcy Revenant, why not? Sounds like a good time. Oh, do you have a way to protect it? Nope, the opponent said, I'm not a sucker, you play first striking stuff. And they're right, we do actually play those things, but we didn't have them here. Let's go and get rid of that. Alright. And then we have a Tursa Light Shatter. Not that we have anything super good here to play. Yep, might as well get your life. Gonna sweep the board, because now would be a good time. Nope, it's just a second Garcy Revenant. Fair enough. Do I want... I will put something in the graveyard. Oh, it was just a land. Alright, well, we'll go with this. Because we can, oh, wait, what? You're gonna kill our fear of missing out? Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually not too bothered by that. Like, we weren't gonna get a second attack step anyway, because they were just gonna block our Tursa. So I wasn't that concerned. Here, I'm just gonna discard the Seed of Hope, because we can still just play Brynhildr into the next turn. Oh! Breakout, though. Alright, let's go hasty here. What do we want? Ooh, we get a fear missing. Oh, but I lose my Brynhildr if I do that. Oh, wait a minute. What do you have in the yard? I'm going to take this and force an issue for what you want to block, friend. Because the Keen-Eyed Curator is a little bit of a problem. And they didn't block the Curator. Interesting. Do you have just a kill spell for it or something? All right, that works for us. I guess they didn't want us to flip. What's her name? Terra? I think also if you don't know the decks, like, Terra looks scarier, you know? Even though Terra's not really the goal for us in this deck. God, triple Revenant. Jeez, okay, this is getting silly. Alright, yeah, well, might as well. Why not? Sure. Okay, we got a land out of the way. That's good. Another Fear missing out. Great. I'm gonna play Brynhilder first. See what's on top. Could be like a fight spell or something. Oh, it's an Overprotect. And this gives something indestructible, doesn't it? Oh, that's nice. All right, I guess we're not playing Fear of Missing Out here because we want options during the attack step. Oh, we got a Wicker Folk. Well, that's tough. You just tell us how you want to do this, opponent. Wait, what? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12? They're just down with this? All right, I guess. Like, I'm like, I wasn't expecting that to be a thing, but okay. So what's your plan here? Overprotect is from the Brynhilders, so there's a chance I get that next turn. I guess I'll play this for value. And then I'll just remove the other Carsey Revenant now. And then just see what they do. Ah, so see, if we would have tried to overprotect, they'd have got us. So we got lucky there. Now the opponent's in a weird spot, though, right? You can attack. Okay, they're going to attack. Put us to 10. They go to 11. I don't know if that's a removal spell or something. No, it's a Fenrir. It can block. But they also know what's on top of our library. I'm going to decline and just take a card here. Okay, well, that wasn't the smartest thing. So whatever we play gets... Oh, well, yeah, it doesn't even matter, because this is going to get haste, right? Oh, we got it all. We weren't going to lose this. Even with an opponent getting all the life off triple Carsey Revenants. Like, whatever. I mean, this is a gross amount of damage that's about to happen. The opponent has no idea. And they're empty-handed, so none of this really matters. But Brynhilder giving us haste on that Fear of Missing Out. Pretty dope here. Not that we terribly needed it. Yep. Way more than enough. Love that. Okay, let's keep it. Good old nesting bot. And I can't do nothing to it here in the early goings. What else you got for me? Nope, it's Inspector. Alright, so they're doing the aggro artifact thing. I can respect it. Oh, they probably forgot we couldn't block. Sometimes that happens. You get a little lucky in those scenarios. Guess I have to discard Brynhilder here. Alright. Well, the good news is we can get stuff into the yard next turn with Terza no matter what. Whoa, Maze Mind Tome. You usually see that in slower decks. That's interesting. Not mad at it, though. Alright, well, we got there anyway. Let's go ahead and play this Terza. And let's try discarding Patchwork and the Forests. Oh, that's cute. Guess we'll reuse Terza here, or attempt to. I mean, they could always block with Nesting Bot and block again. But this is a solid start for us. The downside is, if they have any significant cards in hand, we have nothing. So, and it feels like they may be looking to sweep the board and have a creature left over here. Well, not like that they won't. I mean, I guess it could be split up. Nope, it's a get lost. That's fair. If we get an untapped land, though, double... Actually, Overprotect plus Violent Urge might be enough. Let's decline and draw. Ugh, it was a land, but it was a tap land. So that's unfortunate. I guess we just attack. If they don't have anything else here, we can just win, right? Alright, I guess the plan is... Overprotect. To trample over. I'm just curious what else they might have there, but looks like nothing is the answer. That's gonna do it. Alright. I mean, I also could have put it on the Patchwork Beastie or whatever, but it's fine. It doesn't make much of a difference here. Alright, still getting it done. Okay, I guess we keep this. I mean, 3 lands is hopefully more than we need to operate with this deck. Now, this could get kind of interesting, as the opponent might be costing themselves a little bit of damage, which could help us out, but I doubt it. We'll see. Oh, they're playing Brynhildr, so I don't even know what the opponent's doing right now. Crazy. Where's Brynhildr? Oh, Brynhildr's a knight. I didn't even notice that. So they're just playing Mardu Knights. That's pretty sweet. No hate, for sure. You know what? I did need to pick that land up. I should have left it in the graveyard. I mean, I guess I'll just discard it to Delirium, because I wasn't going to get rid of either of these other cards, I suppose. I guess it works out. Alright, they can't play that yet. They want to kill our fear of missing out so they can just keep smashing? It would make sense. I have an instant forest in the graveyard. So instant land. Yeah, feel free to move my graveyard. I ain't even mad about it. Why would you not attack with Cecil here? I mean, I appreciate that you're not, but I don't know why you're not. That's a little weird. I'm going to do this so that I can play this. And set up something here with Violent Urge. Man, if they have a land, they could play this dude now, which is going to become a bit of a problem. Oh, but it's tapped. Alright, so we don't have to deal with Dion at the moment. So that's good stuff. Don't target my keen-eyed curator. He didn't do nothing to you. Why are you like that? And still not sending Cecil in. Like, what's up here? I mean, sure, I guess. Start to fill up my graveyard again, because my hand's pretty bad. Man, we drew way too many lands. We're not doing squat here. Alright. Well, we have 4 cards, but 3 of them effectively do nothing. And that's not cool. You got it. The card's dead. What's that thing do? 5 damage, and if the... Oh, it's exiled. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you're way late. I would have much rather had that in hand than a beastie beat down here. Alright, well. Jeez, are you kidding? This is the worst. This is terrible. If I was the opponent, I'd take 1 point here before attacking. Yeah, that looks like that's what they're going to do. Yep, so they can set their life total and flip their guy. Perfect. Oh, this is miserable. Are you serious? I've drawn 2 creatures out of, I think, 23 in the deck. All right, cool. Let's just call it a GG's. Like, we're not doing anything here. That's terrible. All right, let's keep this. Do 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 do. Dum bum 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 bum. Well, I guess we're just gonna do this and keep trucking. End the turn. I guess I could have played Fear of Missing Out there, but these will hopefully fill the graveyard more. Now this is tough, because if I flip a land, I'm going to feel real bad. Because this feels like a deck we're going to want the Keen-Eyed Curator for. But, we got to do it. This is what we're here for. Land. Sucks. Ugh. Okay, well, it's got to be you now. Alright, let's get our attacks in. I mean, we've already flipped 2 lands and we're not playing a mana-heavy deck, so gotta take the risk here. Gonna go get a Plains? No. They just got... Huh. I'm gonna decline to see if we can draw a land. We did not. Can we dig to a land here? We cannot. Like, this was just bad. This was just bad all around. I mean, I could have Beastie beat down that, but we need to Beastie this thing. And Brynhilder at least gave us a shot at a land. We just didn't get there. And I can't be too mad at that. Alright, we found a land. That's actually pretty big here. So, I really want to play Keen-Eyed Curator, but we can't afford to, sadly. If we put 2 counters on the Beastie, can we just win here? I think so. Because then that's 6 double. Yeah. Alright, cool. Man, we're still stealing wins here. This deck's actually still really good. Alright, cool. That was a weird one because it didn't even feel like our hand was good. I mean, didn't really even do what we wanted, but it kind of just came together. So we'll take, and we missed land for 3 turns. We couldn't even play 2 spells at a time. Okay, let's keep it. I mean, this should work out pretty well because we get a chance to get an extra land or at least dig deeper. Get Fear of Missing Out. Okay, we didn't get a land. I will take the Tursa because it gives me something to safely discard here. So we'll discard a Tursa. Alright, that's fine. Didn't kill our Fear of Missing Out, but they did make a zombie, or a skeleton. I almost said zombie there. Let's go ahead and play this. Let's discard... Let's see, we need something that's not an instant or a creature. So we could put a land and Wicker Folk as an artifact. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess if we want to go for it, we got to go for it, right? Okay, fair enough. Got to risk it for the biscuit sometimes. And if the opponent's plan is just to play more lands, I mean more skeletons here, we at least get to force the issue. There's a chance they're going to play the, like, Corpses of the Lost or some such here. Nope, they're playing a face-down duder. Well, I kind of want to kill... Oh, wait. I said I kind of want to kill a face-down duder, but... let's see, we can make this 4/8. This probably... it probably gets blocked. Yeah, we're better off just... Oh, wait, no, we do it anyway. Never mind, because we're going to get 2 counters, because we already have Delirium. Oh, but we have to pay the 2. Never mind. We have to pay to make sure this dies. Don't know what that was. Oh, you're playing that deck? Well, they're dead anyway here. I've seen this deck pop up a couple of times lately where they try to get one of the enchantments that has negative drawbacks and then flip this up and pass it over to you. Interesting, though, that they're playing case. I guess they're playing case just for the possibility of being able to tutor up one of the key cards. But yeah, here it was just like we were going to attack for 10 plus 2, and that was it anyway. So yeah, clunky draws, still able to get things done. Ooh, this will be fun. I don't think it's going to go well because we don't have any green mana to start, but, you know, I'll see. Maybe we top deck one. We did not. Okay, well, that's disappointing. And there it is. All right, well, you get to kill the first card here. Oh, maybe they only have sorcery speed stuff, or go for the throats. And as we've talked about before, Wicker folks don't have throats. Cornucopia. Well, we don't have anything to do to a cornucopia, so that's sad for us. So what's the best thing we could do? Probably Seed of Hope. See what we hit. Oh, so that's 3 types. No, it's just 2 types because it's creature. Yeah, so we can't get to 4 here. I think I would take a Brynhilder then. Because if the opponent decides to sweep the board here, we don't want it to get too crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and play Brynhilder. Alright, another land which we didn't desperately need. So if Brynhilder dies here, we're willing to accept that. Another Cornucopia. Okay. Intriguing. What the hell does this all mean? I mean, I guess we play the land, because that's free. We don't have a land in the yard. So I guess is this where we're supposed to just go for Tursa? The thing is, though, if I do one of these, I can at least protect it with Overprotect, which is probably worth doing. I mean, we're not going to get to the perfect sheltered or delirium number here, but I don't even know if I should get rid of. I feel like I should get rid of this. But do we have a sorcery in the yard? We don't. Okay, so that works anyway. Mostly because oh, that's good. Mostly because I wanted to keep up mana to be able to Tursa and protect Tursa next turn. But yeah, let's go attacking. I will use Overprotect to save that, if necessary. Yep, we're exactly going to. So while they gain a couple of life, we at least negate it. So they could go to 8. Deadly cover-up. Alright. So we should have Delirium, no matter what happens here. Yep, and that's gone. They're done, right? 4 twice, because we get double strike. Cool, I guess we could do it either way. Submit 0. And just get in there for Double. No, that's a nice bonus, but don't need it. Alright, cool. I mean, in all reality, we were able to prevent a key removal spell. They swept our board. They gained like 8 life or 4 life. Technically 5 life because they gained 1 when they played the other one. And we were still able to get it done on, what is that, turn 5? So can't really complain too much about that. That's pretty solid, all things considered. And this opponent was really just playing newer cards. Well, I guess technically Terra Sunder's an old card. So yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about this a little bit. All right, we're going to keep it and hope for the best. Need to get some help off of Seed of Hope, but we'll see. We could always just draw like a turn 1 beastie guy, and that's fine too. Actually, it might even be preferred, because if we get that and it can flip the right card in the graveyard, then we have Seed of Hope. Like, I don't know. There's options. Well, that was neither, so, you know, all of our hopes and dreams don't matter. Celebration. That's a card we don't see very often. Alright, what are you trying to put in the graveyard? Oh, you're reanimating stuff. Well, we're going to need to lean on Keen-Eyed Curator, because that card's pretty good for us. I guess we take this so we have something productive to do here. Yeah. Discarding Overprotect? Is that correct here? Probably not, but it is what it is. Alright, they only have red mana so far, so why? I'm thinking, like, how are you going to reanimate this thing with just red mana? Oh, so you're trying to get real silly. I love it, though. Really cool plan, opponent. Not even exaggerating. That's actually pretty sweet. You want to do something to our fear of missing out? Because check it out. Like, if they actually get Spira, then they get a token that's Jumbo Cactor, because that's the only thing in the graveyard. Which is kind of cool. Now, the fun thing here is we do have back-to-back Keen-Eyed Curators. So that's something, too. So if this one dies, we can play the other one and remove everything else. But I don't know of anything that's going to matter here for 1 mana, so if they get rid of this, it has to be on their turn. And I was going to say, even if they went Blackland Zombify, I don't think it would have mattered here. Oh, opponent's going crazy. If you attack, I will block. Oh, cool. You're not even going to make me waste my card. I love that. Let's get this. Yeah, we're not going to be doing a lot on this turn. We're going to just be removing all of their problematic cards. Is going to be our game plan. So let's... Actually, no, we can't set up a win here. We'd have to risk it on Tursa, and that wouldn't even get us there. So... I don't think I want to do anything here, actually. Let's just end the turn. I want to make the opponent spend more cards. They don't have any reanimation type spell here. Okay, there's their black mana. But our plan now is just to leave them with nothing in the graveyard worth getting. Alright. Cool. Works for me. Let's start getting rid of all the problematic cards. And again, they're playing with cards here like Atraxa that are still going to be standard legal. We're not getting to do cool Keen-Eyed Curator things, but... that does quite a lot. Okay. We have Beastie Beatdown here. Let's go ahead and... actually, you know what? Cancel that. Let's do it on this guy. Because we'd rather keep the Curator if they have a spell that targets something here. Okay. Oh, I forgot. It's not big enough yet. Oh, that was a mistake. I was thinking I already had Delirium because I've had it every other time I've played that spell. That's so funny. Alright. I mean, you know something squirrely is happening here, opponent. Like, that should not surprise you. Alright, well, we'll try to first strike these dead. Sounds great. Alright, end the turn. And this is where we're just being patient, so we can't get got by anything. We got rid of 4 of their best cards that they could reanimate, so we don't have to be in our... Even though we play a fast deck, we're playing here to just prevent an immediate loss, which those decks can somewhat provide. Because it's very eager. I think you see a lot of people, what gets folks in trouble is you want to just go, right? Oh, I'm playing the aggro deck. I'm trying to kill them in 5 turns or whatever, but... sometimes the play really is just don't let them kill you. You know, if you have the cards, don't give the win away. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and use this as an opportunity to get rid of that. Use this as an opportunity to get rid of that. All right, now this dude can die, and we're okay with that. Then we play Tursa. Not discard. I should have discarded that land to Tursa. That's not true. I still want to be able to remove something with Keen-Eyed Curator in case something gets weird. All right, I'm going to discard 0 and just attack. And we'll play this. So even though we got rid of one Curator, you still got to deal with another. And then if this dies, there's a chance, odds-wise, that we actually get a Curator back attacking with Tursa. We don't have to worry about it. So yeah, going forward, I think this deck is going to be looking for a few things. You're going to be wanting something, if there's a cheap 1 or 2 mana, maybe search a land, get a bonus type thing, because the deck plays land light. However, we didn't really want for lands, so maybe it doesn't want one. Some type of quality removal thing, you know, some 1 or 2 mana fight spell is always good. While we do have BC Beatdown, sometimes you do want something else that's instant speed, which could be pretty nice. And then just other efficient 2 mana things, right? We already know this set is going to have a lot of artifacts, so I guess because of robots or whatever. So it's possible that you may be looking for like a 2 mana, 1 mana green or red robot that does something. So you have another creature that's also an artifact that you might want to consider, or some other cheap thing that can protect our creatures, right? So those are things you're looking for out of the new set. But as far as old stuff, we kind of have all the parts we need right now. I will say that I think the toughest thing about this deck is that there's not a lot of flexibility, right? You have some things you have to meet to try to get to Delirium, so your creatures actually do something, because otherwise they're kind of undersized and don't do enough. But we do have enough ways to draw cards. We have enough ways to fill up the graveyard. I don't think it wants for a whole lot. And as you saw, we had a pretty good record. What did we lose? 1 game, I think? So, yeah, no gripes here. This was actually pretty damn good. This gets a thumbs up. And again, remember, the metagame will change, so we might have different considerations if you decide to build this. However, this is a good deck to play going forward if you're looking for something post-rotation. But yeah, if you have any other questions, comments, let me know, or just even join the Discord. The link's in the description. We're talking about all types of stuff in there. Remember, link will take you over to Moxfield if you want to download this. Don't forget to shop over at Tales of Adventure and save some money. Become a member if you want extra videos or extra deck help, because I'm sure we're going to be talking about post-rotation stuff in those soon. Otherwise, just keep watching videos and watch them all the way through, because that always helps the channel. So all of you for now, we'll see you next time.